Hello, Lily. God, that's what that top chatter thing looks like. YouTube's adding weird features and they still haven't added chat rules. Yeah. Exactly, Lily. No, because it resets per stream. I was looking at this before. Basically, every individual stream has a leaderboard. And it resets at the end of the stream, and it's like, why? You add this, but you don't add the ability for me to put rules on my chat? Yeah, it is pointless. I didn't expect the badge to be that big. I'll leave it on for now, but if it starts to clutter chat a bit, I may disable it. Hello, Meshworks. Hello, Unearthly Entity of Coffee. Welcome, both of you. How's everyone doing today? I don't have any way to do chat rules on YouTube. If it exists, it's not a feature that's enabled on my channel. So it might only be available to bigger channels, which is also bad. Why are the number 2 and 3 badges different colors on the OBS chat plugin than they are on the YouTube chat? Weird. Got your weeding done in your garden? Very good, very nice. Been pretty good. Can't wait to see what this stream has in store. I can't wait to remember what this stream was supposed to have in store. Using salt and exploring the cube, I believe. Can't remember what I wanted the salt. That's the wrong one. Can't remember what I wanted the salt for though. I think it was one of the upgrades. Oh, they're rolling it out to random channels. Why? Just give me chat rules. I want them.
Passing 100 meters.
They're
Oxygen efficiency decreased.
rolling chat rules out to random channels, but this chat like leaderboard thing is immediately on all channels.
Power restored. All primary
Wild,
systems
YouTube.
online.
Very wild. Right, let me look through the recipes here to remind myself why I wanted salt. I think it was to make one of these things. Yeah, I need to make hydrochloric acid, I think. You can't even dismiss the badge. I can turn it off if people think it's cluttering chat. But yeah, on your end, you can't do anything about it if the streamers decided to have it on. It's also kind of strange how when two people are tied, it doesn't give them both the same badge. It just decides that one is worse than the other. Right, I think the salt was for hydrochloric acid. Now, why did I want hydrochloric acid? That's important question number 2. Presumably for one of these. I might have wanted polyaniline for that. Prawn suit thermal reactor, because that's going to be really useful down below. Did I make the prawn suit depth module too? I'll have to double check that. I think I did. I'm trying to work out if it's just the thermal reactor I wanted it for, or if there's anything else. Well, I'll use it for the Cyclops thermal reactor as well. That might be really useful. Yeah, I think I just wanted the 2 thermal reactors, which is a shit ton of polyaniline. So that's 3 gold, 3 hydrochloric acid. So 3 gold, 3 salt, 9 deep shrooms. I'm pretty sure I have deep shrooms now down here. Yes. But I'm going to need to wait for them to grow a bit. It's kind of strange, deep shrooms, how down below, like when you find them in the wild, hacking at them actually damages you. But hacking at them when you're growing them in a planter doesn't damage you. Now I'm gonna have 3 extra. Great. No, not 3 extra. What? 2 extra. I can't count. I should probably fill up the gel sac thing as well. Oh, that's grown. That's let's hope that didn't cause any problems. Not growing, I should say. Growing. No, I thought so for a while as well, but then I kind of realized that I wasn't doing a very good dodge. And so they should still be damaging me. This poor amoeboid is kind of getting wrecked here by my moon pool.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Welcome aboard, Captain, indeed. Remind me, Stephen, what upgrades do you actually currently have? What do I want to get? I do have the depth module 2. I don't really want to get rid of any of these is the problem. I think it would have to be the storage module, unfortunately, to replace with the thermal reactor. Everything else there is kind of necessary. Speaking of storage, do you have anything in storage right now? You don't. How much salt am I looking at? 2 right now. I may as well take the water as well and then immediately drink it. Although that's unnecessary because I'm going to need to go and eat some marble melons right away. Actual waste of time.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
But if I'm not here to waste time, then what am I here for, really? Why am I carrying around power cells when I could just put them in here? Please jump on this. Nom nom. Nom nom. No, I have extra marble melon seeds as well. I should probably build a bioreactor at some point just so I have somewhere to stick these extra seeds that I keep getting. But look at the ridiculous number of extra seeds I've got. I did in fact go to the lava zone last time, yes. Other than making a nuclear reactor, what's the plan? Well, making a nuclear reactor is not in the plan because I don't have the blueprints. Going and exploring the cube is currently the #1 plan. And obviously making the thermal reactors. Thank you, email, for telling me that there's now a Subnautica stream live on my YouTube channel. I would never have realized that. I had no idea that that my channel was live. Subnautica, you're telling me? I don't believe it. These grow pretty quickly. Okay, I'm gonna wait for the shrooms to grow. Tell you what I'm gonna do. Where are you at? No. Come. Bruh. Hey. Hey. There we go. Finally scanned them, and also committed murder. The cube, no, the cube is round in a cave through that wall. It's an alien cube that seems to have sort of fallen and can't get up. Let's read this while I'm waiting for my mushrooms to grow. River Prowler. Threat level pretty high. Fast, agile predator discovered at great depths. Powerful jaws used for both savaging prey and warding off larger predators. Its eel-like torso is highly vulnerable, consisting predominantly of spinal column and cartilage. It shows significant overlap with other eel-like predators in 4546b. It will aggressively keep its jaws facing its opponent, but smaller, faster life forms may have the advantage. Assessment avoid. Assessment kill. Well, unearthly entity of coffee, I didn't really want to know that it was a disease research facility before I entered it. Please remember not to call things by their name when I haven't explored them yet. It's just the big alien cube to me. Are my mushrooms grown yet? Almost. Who's making loud noises? No, I have not explored it. That's why the plan is to explore it. I thought I saw a really small fish. There it is. Oh, it's just one of these skeletal fish, isn't it? Yeah. Are you just Reginald? Yeah, you're just Reginald. Right, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inventory will be nearly full, yeah. Okay, let's plant 2 more. Plant several more. 7, 8, 9. 9. Wait, that's not where my fabricator is. I should really make a second fabricator, to be honest. Probably would be a good idea at some point. Hydrochloric acid. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Wait. How do I make that scan? Hold on. Hydrochloric acid is the same number of syllables as A Man After Midnight. I could make that work. My brain's not working well enough to make it work, though. Hello, Daksh. Welcome. Hope I said your name right. Okay, I just need to refill this with seeds. Someone left 4 of those skeleton fish in a time capsule you picked up, thought they were rotten and tossed them. You know, I don't really know exactly how time capsules work. I found 2 of them. I never really paid attention to what they are, beyond they have loot in them. If you could make my last piece of salt, please, that would be much appreciated. It just responds to my needs. The water filtration machine knows exactly what I want, and it gives me it. Right, that's all 3 hydrochloric acid I need for these 2 thermal generators. Now I need the gold. I think I have a shit ton of gold. I do in fact have a shit ton of gold. And with this I make polyaniline. And what the hell are the rest of the ingredients? Oh, I don't... Do I have the kyanite? Ooh. That might be an issue. I may not have the kyanite. I have 3 kyanite. I can make... I can make the prawn suit one. Okay. Okay. Well, that's upsetting. I kind of wanted to make the other one more, but... It is what it is. And it is upsetting. That's not what you make it. They're left by actual players where they can add tools, mats that they think you might need, or leave joke items. Many good items, but no endgame items allowed. Oh, holy shit! Right, really, like... I want to say like 5 streams ago, I found a time capsule that had like all of the materials you need to craft the Cyclops. I just needed to find the blueprints after that. That is actually a goated time capsule. Thank you to whoever left that behind. Prawn fruit suit thermal reactor, that's what I want. I think they don't accept new time capsules anymore. Don't know why I checked the voting thingy in the old said like 4 years ago. Probably because the game isn't under maintenance anymore. So like they can't... They're not a big company, I don't think, still. So they probably can't commit that much time to like moderating them. Yeah, I'm going to replace the storage module with the prawn suit thermal reactor. I don't want to get rid of anything else. Where do I want to put the polyaniline? Let's stick that in there. Server is still active collecting info. Whether that includes time capsules or not is unknown. Interesting. Okay. Stephen.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Oops. Is that close enough? No, it's not. Because screw me. There we go.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Hoping one day to see someone pick up a time capsule that you left behind. Yeah, that would be kind of surreal, to be honest, to see someone in like a video or a stream pick up something you left
Engine
behind.
powering up.
Right, let's turn around. Maybe shouldn't park so close to my habitat, to be honest. One item you always include is the laser cutter. Yeah, that's an important one. First time capsule you made, you put your heart and soul into and really wish could be seated in someone else's world. I'll have to have a look again at the two. Does it say anything about who left them when you find them? Or is that not included? I didn't really notice that they were left by people, so it can't be that obvious if there is anything. Always scared to use the Cyclops, thinking your dumb self will you'd lose it. Well, my advice to you is for most depths, it's reasonably indestructible. Hello, Scarlet King. Finally playing the right game. I mean, one part of me wants to be like, there is no right game. I love Sekiro too, but I do enjoy this game more. Right, you fish need to die. I kind of sound like a professional just saying thanks. I think sound is actually the part I've put the most effort into on stream, to be honest. But yeah, there are things.
Alien broadcast. Linguistic analysis reads: caution, hazardous materials and life forms contained within.
Madam AI, I am talking. There are things that can harm the Cyclops. Sorry, I'm just killing all these creatures. But most of the time, it's pretty indestructible. Like, just about the only things that can harm it are like Leviathan class stuff. I think I barged one of those there. Oh, you're still alive. Damn it. Should be dead now. How are you still alive? Get out of here. Unbelievable. There are also some things that attack them and like it says creature attack and it doesn't actually damage them. Like the crab squid will like try to grab onto the Cyclops and the game will say warning creature attack, but the crab squid can't actually hurt it. Cube time indeed. Do you always want to take the Cyclops into the Leviathan areas? That's why you're scared. I didn't. I've taken the Cyclops near one Leviathan. This eel has just been a masterclass in evading my Cyclops. Really, what I want to get is the Reapers, but they're a lot harder because they try to teleport away. I'm not sure I actually damage them by running into them. Not the Reapers. Warpers. I always get that word mixed up. God, there's a lot of creatures here. Yeah, this is the problem. Is the internal is water. Yeah, I see. Now you're dead. Can we just sit and appreciate the alien architecture? It looks amazing. It does look fantastic. Hey, speaking of... Never mind. He saw my massive ship and gave up because it was intimidating. I heard him. I heard him. If I smack into you, you just teleport away. Disappointing. Actually pretty good at driving Cyclops. Thought your clumsy arse would rearrange ecosystems with your bad driving skills, but you're actually pretty good at it. It's surprisingly not as difficult as I anticipated. I can't fit my Cyclops in there. My concern at the moment is being killed by the Warpers. Because if I perish, I don't know what happens when you die and I don't want to, but my presumption would be you respawn up on the surface, which would mean I would need to build another Cyclops to get down here, which would be very annoying. Is there an entrance around the back? There aren't so many Warpers down on this part. Never mind, I was wrong. Shows what I know. Yeah, you are not going to get rammed, are you? Yeah. I can't tell if I hit them and then they teleport, or if they just teleport before I hit them. It would be really useful to be able to see that, but I'm not seeing a puff of infection type goo or whatever it is. I assume it's infection goo. Maybe that's just my Hollow Knight brain. How am I doing? Pretty good. I've killed like 7 fish this stream. Hey, there's a puff of goo. Wait. That was definitely a puff of goo from a Reaper. From a Warper. I'm never going to get that name right. It's simply not happening. That was definitely a puff of goo. All of the creatures have yellow blood, yeah. Well, all of the creatures in Hollow Knight have orange blood, and that's infection. So, that doesn't mean it's not infection. Oh, shit! The little guys fight the Reapers. Wait, I don't want to kill the little guys. I did not expect that kind of violence. See, that's the concern. Bro's just right behind me. He's right behind me, isn't he? Oh. Oh, you. Well, Meshworks, if I want to discover something for myself, then don't tell me what it is. Like, come on. I've specifically said that I don't want to be told. Then don't tell me. Even if it is causing what looks like frustrating behavior from me. It's part of the first playthrough experience. Is that guy there behind it? Or was that him vanishing? Couldn't quite tell. Right, let's... get right up. Okay, he's there. Going inside or just sitting outside like a kid waiting to hear if they can sleep over? I'm going inside in a minute. I'm trying to get a moment when there are no warpers nearby because they terrify me completely. I need to be higher up.
Engine powering down.
Now, if there turn out to be warpers inside, we're going to have an issue. Ion cube, don't mind if I do.
Interior walls in this section are substantially reinforced, indicating the designers were seeking either to keep something out or contain it within. Whatever their intention, it clearly failed.
Yeah, thanks for that AI. Does the AI have a name? Do I have a name for her? Other than just Altera AI? This rate, I will ace this game without ever dying. Yeah, well, that's only because I've been extremely careful this whole time. Ribcage, let's go. Okay, all of this is scannable. All of this is scannable. Most people default to calling her Charon. She's just GLaDOS' less funny sister to you. Right. I kind of want to bring the prawn suit in here, but I don't want to take the prawn suit out around warpers. How low down is the ground? Yeah, you see, that's the problem. You hear a warper, and you're just like, nah, bro. Call her Sally. I don't want to call her Sally because I like the name Sally a lot, and I don't like her most of the time because she's kind of annoying. She says things that are very obvious a lot of the time. Alta could work. I kind of like Alta. Hold on. You've given me an idea by accident. You've accidentally given me an idea.
Welcome aboard.
I need to think about this for a second.
All systems online.
How viable this is. I'm gonna eat some melons while I think about this. Ava, automated virtual assistant. That's incredible. I'm doing that. That's her name now. I didn't need to kill that many. Okay, here, hold on. Eat another one. Why not? Ava's fantastic. What do I have on me in the way of resources? I don't have any titanium on me. Okay. That kind of scuppers the idea a bit. Okay, so Lily, the idea you gave me was because you said if you wanted, you could construct, and my brain immediately went to, I could construct a habitat sort of slightly around where I've parked the Cyclops, which would push the warpers away because they're not going to spawn inside the habitat. And that would make it safe to come in and out. But I don't have any titanium on me, so that's kind of a failure of a plan. Is Bro still down there? Can never tell if Bro is appearing or disappearing. Okay, I think we're good. The music is god tier in this place. Ava was your grandmother's name. Use an AI on your site that you've named Ava. Trademark. Well, that's nice.
Integrating new PDA data.
Integrating new ear damage from the volume. The absolute volume.
Residual biological evidence suggests indigenous life forms were brought to this location and subjected to intensive study.
Nah, bruh. This is not okay. Yeah, I could tell these were warper parts. This is simply not okay.
Data pertaining to the bacterium is being downloaded. Caution. Detecting atypical fluctuations in blood plasma proteins. A self-scan is strongly advised.
I did the self-scan. Are you gonna tell me? Cool, thanks. A self-warping quarantine enforcer suit. Oh no. The aliens have spring-trapped themselves. Okay, I don't get lore. Simply not allowed lore. Hold on, we're gonna skim back for air and then we're gonna go into that big room. Thanks, Ava, very cool, yeah. If you could vanish, that would be grande. I just don't want you spotting me as I skim out. Thank you. Right, there's a whole load of things I want to read now that I got in there. 7 things in my data bank. Having the Seamoth here would have been very helpful. Well, unfortunately, I don't. Advanced theories. Alien data. Terminal data. Scan data. Okay, right. What do I want to read first? Deceased. Let's read the ribcage samples. A display case containing an array of rib cages harvested from the indigenous life forms. There is a particular focus in this instance on vertebrate skeletal structures. While some of these skeletons match organisms encountered on the planet so far, most cannot be matched with confidence, suggesting either that there are species out there not yet accounted for, or that they have become extinct since these samples were collected. Both quite likely. Let's read the ray species. Ray species on 4546b. Different species of ray indigenous to 4546b, each adapted to different environments. The specimens are 99.99% genetically identical to those encountered on the planet today, suggesting that rays in particular have undergone little evolutionary mutation in the past millennium. Ghost rays, jelly rays, crimson rays, and rabbit rays likely all share a common evolutionary ancestor. The alpha ray would have... Hold on, I just had a... undergone little evolutionary mutation in the past millennium. Yeah, because things don't evolve in a millennium. That's only 1,000 years. Evolution happens over tens of millions of years. What are you talking about? That's simply not enough time for there to be any evolutionary mutation. Right, what was I reading? Common evolutionary ancestor. The alpha ray would have evolved deep in the ocean trenches, quickly growing in line with available food supplies. It would have most resembled the ghost ray in size and appearance, with translucent skin for camouflage and forward-mounted eyes for hunting. A fast and fearsome stalker of small creatures in the dark. While some rays have stayed within the limits of the cave systems where they first evolved, others are relatively more recent adaptations to new environments, likely the results of overpopulation. All of the rays on 4546b have given up predation in favor of herbivorous scavenging and use poisonous flesh to protect themselves. You don't know these critters' lifespans nor their mutation rates. Highly enriched uranium being a thing that occurs in the planet's crust might help the latter. Well, that's true. However, things with short lifespans don't evolve that much faster. Like, if you think about things on our planet that have very short lifespans, have been around for actually longer than a lot of the large creatures with longer lifespans. The main factor in the speed of evolution is actually how quickly the environment changes. Although obviously if the environment changes very, very quickly, then you get... Yeah, they do evolve, but bacteria are even tinier. Like, that's... You're talking about, like, fish with short lifespans versus microscopic things that live for, like, a day. And also tend to have very... changeable environments as compared to other things. Like, when you think about environments, can't prove the fish live longer than like an hour. Day 115, I found Gary on my first day. He's still alive. Proven. While some rays have stayed within the limits of the cave systems where they first evolved, others are relatively more recent adaptations to new environments, likely the results of overpopulation. All of the rays on 4546b have given up predation in favor of herbivorous scavenging and use poisonous flesh to protect themselves. Gary is an anomaly, that is true. You're right there. He's an anomaly in that he is the goat. I'm going to read Sea Dragon Egg very close to last because that's one of the things that interests me the most. Warper parts. The organic parts on display contain DNA from dozens of different organisms, largely originating off-world. They are in varying states of augmentation with advanced technologies. This production line setup suggests the self-warping constructs were built, maintained, and deployed by the aliens that designed this facility. What do I think about exoplanets? What do you mean, what do I think about exoplanets? I mean, the process of evolution is not particularly going to be different there. The makeup of life is going to be very different, but evolution itself is a very basic process that is not going to matter which planet you're on. Or if you just mean in general, like, are they cool? Then yes. Damage report. Leviathan detected at facility perimeter, closing at high speed. Exterior anchor cable impacted with massive force. Exterior anchor system buckling. Facility sinking. Collision with seafloor. Breaches detected in containment unit 7. Leviathan eggs. Immediate specimen destruction protocol initiated. 314 specimens destroyed. 1 specimen unaccounted for. Evacuating staff to off-site sanctuaries. Planetary quarantine protocol initiated. Warning. Infected individuals may not leave the planet. Oof. Big oof. Major oof. Hello, Brian. Welcome. I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well as well. You need to be gay slash do crime for a bit, try not to die, etc. You have fun being gay and doing crime. Those are actually at the bottom of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, I think. I will actually never die, both in the game and in real life. Light bulb about ready to come on? I mean, I don't think this particularly gives me anything new that I hadn't guessed already. I suppose the fact that a Leviathan kind of initiated the destruction of this facility, which then probably led to the infection getting out, is new, but I'd already pretty much assumed that the infection was probably their fault in the first place. Maybe I'm overlooking something, but I don't think there's any particularly new information there. Kara Contagion Protocol. This terminal contains extensive data regarding the bacterial contagion identified as Kara. Discovery first encountered during routine network expansion on Outer Worlds. Pandemic development network error resulted in routine quarantine procedure failure. Contagion was uploaded to and spread quickly through the core worlds. Confirmed deaths 143 billion individuals. That is unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. Network error. Sorry, I'm just thinking that of that as like a typical like internet network error. Just like, Discord went down, 143 billion casualties. Bacterial mechanisms attaches to healthy living cells and mutates the basic genetic structure. Symptoms: Stage 1, gradual immune system failure. Stage 2, green skin lesions and flu-like symptoms. Stage 3, unpredictable alterations to biological structure. Stage 4, complete shutdown of executive function. Yeah. Well, I'm on Stage 2, but I might be on Stage 3 and the game just didn't tell me because I did self-scan after it told me to, and it didn't tell me anything else. I'm going to have a look in voice log after in a minute. Emergency steps taken. Core worlds quarantined, bacterial samples distributed to isolated disease research facilities for vaccine development. Treatment procedure unknown. Well, thanks. Sea dragon egg. This large egg is held in a hermetically sealed environment and has been chemically sterilized. Without the means at the facility to house a fully grown sea dragon specimen, it is possible the aliens sought to study the egg laying and incubation process. To what end is unclear. I don't like that they're just casually talking about a sea dragon. Like, what do you mean? Self-warping quarantine enforcer unit. This lifeform shows signs of heavy genetic modification and extensive mechanical grafting. Godric? Godric, is that you? Its digestive and pulmonary systems have been replaced by an onboard battery receiving energy directly from the main grid and distributing it around the body. Miniaturized face technology has been implanted beneath the skin and is triggered by the central nervous system, allowing the construct to teleport at will. The brain and central nervous system have been digitally augmented with advanced processing power and remote communications. Programmable hunter-killer avoid. Yeah, I worked that out already. Jesus. Okay, so they're grafting and they're studying dragons. It really is Godric. Mighty dragon, thou art a true-born heir. Okay, I need to eat more marble melons. And grab one of those seeds below. I still think it's stupid that you can't put labels on these. But it is what it is. Do I want you to tell me what happened with the whole self-scan thing? I think what happened was I self-scanned while she was still talking and it didn't register. But it also hasn't gone into the voice log. Okay, what happened with that? Because she told me to self-scan and all it's telling me is infected, which it was already telling me. I'm going in. When I was in the lava zone, I hit a trigger put in place for people who skip this facility. Oh, interesting. But nothing happened in the lava zone either. Remains of research specimen. You hit that trigger the next time you self-scanned, you progressed to stage 2, got the green. But that happened before I came down here. That happened like 3-4 streams ago. I'm certain. Doesn't seem to be anything else in this room. Okay, I think that's everything in here. As far as I can see. In normal progression, where you come here first before going to the lava zone, this is where the animation of you growing the green balls will play. Yeah, but like, didn't that animation play for me before I got to the lava zone? Like, well before? I'm sure that played like before I even got to the Lost River. Or maybe the same stream that I did get to the Lost River, but it definitely wasn't last stream, which is when I reached the lava zone.
Engine powering up.
It was last stream? It was not last stream. How is my memory this bad? It was... I'm gonna kill one of these fish now. Oh, well, never mind. It's gonna run away and I can't be bothered chasing it. And now I am gonna sort of scoot down here a bit and have another look at what else is further in. It was where I first learned the name of the disease. I'm sure I first learned the name of this disease like 4 streams ago. Where to now? Well, at the moment, I'm just having a deeper look in this cave. Because I haven't really looked in here past the cube very much. Episode 9. Yeah, okay. So that's 2 streams ago, so that's before I went to the lava zone. Because I went to the lava zone last stream. So if it's the same episode as that one, then it is before I went to the lava zone. Oh, let's leave, actually. Actually, let's just go. Let's back up. Let's put this thing in reverse. I saw a big fish in the distance, and I'm not having any of it. Did I see Nick? I don't know. I saw a big fish, and I decided that I was gonna not go there, actually. I don't know the name of the big fish I saw. Okay, you fully killed yourself there. Like, you just swam straight into a Cyclops. I am going backwards, yes. Initially, it was for comedic purposes. But in fact, it's now just because I'm too lazy to turn around. I've missed a game detail. Now that I read the data entries, it would only be right to let me know. Okay, sure, go ahead. Hello, J-Man. What was the watch out for specifically?
Powering down.
There were several things I probably should watch out for there. Call him Nick. He's attacked your Cyclops many times every time you come down to Lost River. I did not realize I was missing a power cell. I'm gonna get every power cell charged up to maximum. Was last stream, look at the comments on my last Subnautica VOD. I will need to have a look because I don't remember. I try to reply to comments, but I often forget what's in comments. This is the Lost River, Dax. You just saw a big fish, think it died though? Yeah, it wasn't one that can harm the Cyclops, fortunately. Hold on, let me have a look in my creator studio. See this, see the comments. I mean, to be fair, I do often completely misremember things, so it's entirely reasonable that actually it was that stream. Alright, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. You mean you just left a comment. Cool, thank you. Oh. Never mind. Yep, my memory is bad. I thought it was so much longer ago than that. Containment facility crashed down because the researchers took a sea dragon egg. Yeah, the mother went after them, crashed into the facility, ultimately causing her death. The big skeleton that had skull damage. No, that I had kind of assumed most of that. I hadn't necessarily twigged that that was her specifically, but the rest of it, that it crashed down because they took a sea dragon egg and the mother came for it, that was obvious. I need to do batteries as well, actually, while I'm here. Oh. Oops. I don't have much in the way of good batteries on me. I have a bad memory too, don't worry, yeah. Who needs a good memory anyway? What's the point of a good memory? I've never had one and I've come this far. Do I have extra batteries? I don't think I do. Wait, hold on. What did I just gain in here? Oh. Oh, right. Remains of research specimen. I haven't read that yet. Skeletal remains of a vast predator housed within an artificial habitat. The environment constructed to house the specimen suggests it was kept alive in containment for research purposes for months or even years. Organic matter indicates the habitat once supported extensive plant life, though it has since decayed. When the facility collapsed, this specimen was either left to die or killed on the spot. While it shares some skeletal traits with the biter and sand shark, including its distinctive double eye sockets, this fossilized specimen is significantly larger and features unusual forearms rarely seen in aquatic species. This species has likely gone extinct in the past 1,000 years, and its evolutionary relatives have evolved almost beyond recognition. Again, way too fast for evolution. Way too fast. Just part of the lore a lot of people miss. I mean, yeah, I just didn't comment on it because it seemed pretty obvious. In human perspective, literally science. It's not a human perspective. Like, study of evolution is specifically the study of things. I mean, there is human evolution, but it's mostly the study of things that aren't human. And with the obvious reasonably long length of life form on this planet and the surprising actual similarity that these animals have to Earth creatures, despite the fact they look a lot different, they clearly actually have very similar biological makeups. It's simply not long enough. Of all the suspension of belief required for the game, this is the one I get hung up on? Yes. Listen, I will accept anything that is massively, obviously silly, but if you get a small detail, then that's what my mind will focus on, and I will, jokingly, endlessly criticize you for it. I don't actually care. It's not a problem, but I like to complain about small things. I'm a pedant, and it amuses me. Also, welcome back, Lily. Wait, that's not what I'm looking for. Do I have a purple tablet? There is a door I didn't go in. Unfortunately, I do have several purple tablets. They are all up on the surface. It is a big shame. Okay, these are both done. Gotta go? Okay, see you later, Dax. Nice having you here. Have a good time. It's only our own perspective and we have what we measure and examine. It's a very limited understanding of our universe. Yes, however, the fact of the matter is, if these things have DNA, which they do because it's specifically referred to DNA, then that means that their chemical makeup, their biological makeup, and they're just the processes of evolution, which is something that we can simulate abstracted mathematically, completely abstract from all actual biology, and still works in the same way. It's not a question of, oh, this thing this life that's different to life that we've seen. It's a question of maths. It's still going to be broadly the same, especially given the fact that these are clearly carbon-based life forms. Because they have DNA and RNA, and like the disease is bacteria instead of something that's completely different. Could my power cells, well, my batteries charge quicker, please? It would be very much appreciated. I want everything at full charge before I go back down into the lava zone. Okay, power cells are done. Probably should bring materials with me. I kind of want to build a habitat in the lava zone. for which I'm going to need materials. What do I want to build in the lava zone in terms of habitat? I can craft a purple tablet. You know what? You're so right. Iron cube, 2 diamonds. Piss easy. Say no more. Just a scanner with a few lockers. Yeah, you're probably right. I kind of want a moon pool as well. Just feel like it's easier storage for Steven than the Cyclops is, because most of the time if I'm down where the leeches are, I'm gonna have the Cyclops depowered. I only have 1 diamond. Ree. I have a mobile moon pool, yeah, but it's gonna be depowered most of the time. That's my point. Should explore the lava zone before settling in. I only saw the entrance. I like having my habitats near the entrance. I'm a fan of that. Yeah, the problem with the mobile moon pool is that leeches try and zap the power. So I kind of want the power cells to be out of it most of the time. If I could get some diamonds on my HUD, that would be grand. How are we doing in here? 4 extra, which comes out to 3 extra when I put all of these in. I haven't seen any power draining lava recently. I killed them all, yeah. I mean, I did kill a lot of them, however, they respawn, almost certainly.
Engine powering up.
Pretty sure the only things that don't respawn are leviathans, so it would be wild if the larva didn't respawn. Although I'm saying that, there aren't very many eels in this cave anymore after I kind of went on a rampage. Maybe I'm wrong about things respawning. Perhaps I have irreparably damaged the ecosystem. That's behind the wall. I only need 1 diamond anyway, but I kind of want to grab some more while I'm at it. Just feels like a good idea. Did I ever try scanning? I don't think I did. Hold on here. I'm gonna come over here. The only thing that respawns is the edible fish. Ooh. 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 I've committed a lot more harm on the environment than I realized. Wanted to make a meme from the last stream of Molly versus the lava larva. We have the digital editing skills of a Gary fish. Don't insult Gary like that, excuse me. Gary has incredible digital editing skills. Is this scannable? Yes, of course it is. Why have I not scanned it yet? Excellent question. Is it because I am bad at exploring? Probably yes. There's the sea dragon skeleton. As I suspected. I kind of assumed anything that wasn't a Leviathan would just respawn, to be honest. In fact, until somebody mentioned that they don't respawn, I kind of assumed that Leviathans would respawn too. So, a bit of an oops on my part, but it's all good. Are these? Oh, what's going on with these diamonds here? I just want a couple extra. Okay, there's one there. Yeah. Bang. See, the thing about smacking into the wall, I'm getting the diamonds specifically to make the tablet, Scarlet King. But I'm just gonna grab this extra one while I'm at it so that I have diamonds on me. Purple tablet. I need to eat more melons. Your thirst really goes down quite quickly. But honestly, it's kind of interesting how quickly your thirst goes down, but it doesn't actually annoy me. Oops, I did not mean to pick that. Shit. Well, that's fucked up my seed count. Like, I don't play a lot of survival games, and I did go into this slightly concerned that I would get annoyed by how quickly I have to replenish thirst, because like the only survival games that I can really remember playing are Terraria, Minecraft, and Don't Starve. And of those, the one that I played the least was by far Don't Starve, because it had the sanity mechanic that went down very quickly. So I was kind of expecting to have a similar thing with thirst in this game, but it just hasn't been an issue. Always felt bad for the sea dragon mother. I mean, yeah. It's kind of impossible not to feel bad for her. She just got her kid ripped away from her by the inhabitants of this planet and died in the process of trying to get it back, and they fucking spitefully sterilized it immediately after.
Engine powering down.
And that led to the pathogen getting everywhere. Oh, there's the door. You know, it's funny, I probably should have seen that. I did not remotely spot this. Kind of a Molly is blind moment.
Integrating new PDA data.
Oh, that eats the purple tablet? I didn't realize that. Well, that's a shame. I thought that was reusable. Well, it's all good. Let's have a little read of this stuff. Let's unpin the purple tablet. Let's have a little read of this stuff. Specimen research data. A catalogue of information on the organisms previously contained within the alien facility. A number of entries have been translated. Small herbivore gamma. This entry seems to reference the common peeper. Shows no immunity to infection. Death commonly occurs within 4 days. Shows symptom remission on exposure to enzyme 42, but symptoms quickly recur. Shows advanced learning behaviors. Shows some capacity to transmit enzymes to other specimens. Leviathan embryos. Adult specimen too large to study in containment. Egg specimens acquired from nesting site. Embryos show no signs of immunity. Death commonly occurs within 3 weeks. Small sample of eggs has been retained for continued high priority research on Leviathan hatching mechanisms. Large carnivore theta. Off-site lab established to study remains. Shows some potential for immunity to infection, but physical remains so far proved insufficient for full reconstruction. Unidentified Leviathan. This Leviathan species has been assigned to designator Sea Emperor. Bone samples from Emperor specimens indicate some potential for Kara immunity. Single specimen captured for study at purpose-built containment facility constructed in volcanic region at depth of 1.4 kilometers. Assessment. While it is unlikely that the Emperor specimen is still contained within the facility described, it may be possible to acquire further data there on the aliens' attempts to develop a vaccine. Indeed. I also had that assessment. Thank you, Ava. Sea Dragon Skeleton. This semi-intact skeletal structure of a Leviathan-class predator. Head trauma. There is clear evidence of massive physical trauma to the head. The damage is so severe it was likely the cause of death and must have occurred somewhere nearby. Damage is consistent with a high-speed collision with a solid object. Age. Something in the environment has helped to preserve these remains, but calcium decay suggests an approximate time of death 1,000 years ago. Bone growth suggests the creature was in the egg-laying stage of its life cycle. Yeah, basically, fuck the aliens.
Engine powering up.
Please don't fly into my sea dragon, into my cyclops. I don't want to kill you. Where have I yet to mine titanium? Well, my scanner room will tell me that, actually. Probably still tons of it around here. Or my second scanner room further in. Okay, but I need titanium to build my second scanner room further in. That's the whole purpose of this exercise. I don't have any titanium currently.
Engine powering down.
Welcome aboard,
God, it's so bright in
Captain.
here. Some right there. Okay, that's easy. Trying to work out what it is that's actually causing this massive light. I mean, yeah, it's the moon pool, but the moon pool that I have back home isn't that bright. It's the glow from the gel sacks, but they're like a mile over here and don't shed much light. You need to study the protagonist. He gets bonked on the head and now doesn't need to sleep. Yeah. Also,
All systems online.
the like leviathans died within like 3 weeks of infection. It's been like what, 3 months since I got infected? I'm just built different.
Engine powering up.
Leviathan embryos, yeah, that's true. Listen, just because I just read something doesn't mean that I know what it said.
Engine powering down.
You're asking a lot of me there.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
If we are to suspend our disbelief regarding my immune system handling this planet's bacteria halfway well, it's also reasonable to assume humans might have an above average immune system. Like Earth example, bats are pretty small and they survive a lot of stuff most other mammals wouldn't. Yeah, that's true. Also, who knows what like weird genetic experimentation Altera's done on me, let's be honest here. Let's have a look how much I actually need here. I need a minimum scanner room moon pool. 2 titanium ingots, 1 lubricant, 2 lead. Scanner room, 5 titanium. So 25 titanium, 2 copper, 1 gold, 1 table coral, 1 lubricant, 2 lead. Is the Badger rating is 1 better than 3? It's a weird thing that YouTube has just introduced. Not sure I'm going to keep it on, to be honest. Basically, it's like a chat leaderboard. Like, sending messages gets you XP, and it resets at the end of every stream. So it's like, it kind of like Twitch channel points if they reset at the end of every stream. And if the badge was bigger and more cluttering. So the number 1 next to you at the moment, Meshworks, means that you're the person who's chatted the most in this stream. Yeah, and you can't do anything with them. It's just, it's a very odd system. I don't quite get the point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 1 ingot. Yeah, I think I'm probably going to turn it off after this stream, because I can disable it, you can't. Which is wild, that you can't turn it off on your end. I've got 1 of the 2 lead I need. I've got 1 of the 2 copper. I've got the gold I need. I've got table coral downstairs, I believe. I need to remember how to make lubricant. Creepvine seed cluster, right, yes. Okay, I don't have any creepvines, so unless there's another way that I can't think of to get that down here, then I'm gonna need to actually disassemble my scanner room and take it down with me. Which is a shame, but it is what it is. Still need more. Sorry, disassemble my moon pool, not my scanner room. Okay, I need at least 10 more titanium. Or no, I don't need at least 10 more titanium. Because I might be disabling the moon pool. I'm gonna get the materials anyway.
Engine powering up.
If I do that, be sure to remove the upgrade modules. Hold on. Seems to be a great deal of variation in how fast the disease progresses. There was 1 survivor on the Aurora whose life pod pad mentions glowing green things on his hands. Maybe the protagonist's just built different. You never know. And no, I did miss that one. It's quite easy to miss messages, unfortunately. Wait. Why would I... Oh, from the scanner room. Yes, yes. However, it's not actually the scanner room that I need to disassemble. It's the moon pool. I just realized. Get my ingredients mixed up.
Engine powering down.
Someone update you real quick. You're AFK a few minutes getting a snack, dealing with your sisters. One's been playing for half an hour of ice cubes. I'm getting titanium for a habitat I want to build at the entrance to the lava area, or as I refer to it, Dagoth Ur. I thought there was titanium here, but there it is. But I may be in a position where I may actually have to disassemble my moon pool up here, because I don't think I can get any lubricant down here. Because I didn't bring any creepvine with me because I'm a fool. Although to be fair, I came down here without the intent to remain down here for very long, and then I went past the Leviathan that I still haven't scanned, and ever since I've just been like, yeah, I don't really want to go past it again. Right, I think that's another 10 rather of titanium. That's gold. I don't need any more of that. Didn't wake you up. You need to collect my pancreas now. I did the only thing I can do. I pinged the Discord. I can't do anything more to wake you up. Oh yeah, I can get up out of there, that's fine. This is nickel, isn't it? I don't want nickel. I want copper. Supposed to come to your house and yell at you to wake you up? Well, unfortunately I didn't know where your house was, so I actually just knocked on 1,000 random people's doors and yelled at them to wake them up. Clearly I didn't manage to get you. Think of all the viewers I get, yeah. All the police complaints as well. Anyway, how am I? I am good. How about yourself? Can I stream from jail? Maybe if my name is Andrew Tate, then yeah. Sorry, slightly political comment. I'm just gonna leave that as it is. Just break into your neighbor house and tell you you're streaming. Exactly. You're doing okay, nice. Glad to hear it. Actually, I do want to grab a little bit more titanium before I pop down there. Probably not necessary, but I'd like to try and avoid disassembling my moon pool if possible. I think I'm gonna have to though. Okay, storage has no room for this, that's fine. I'm gonna... I just want to test this. It doesn't do anything, disappointing. Slightly political comment from the turbo capitalism game as commentated by a trans woman? No way, yeah. Unbelievable. Honestly, it should be on the front page of all major news outlets every time I start a stream. Is this lead? Yes, that's lead. Good, I'll be back for that in a moment.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
All systems online. That's my copper. Added some fish emojis to the server. I should add hoverfish. I can't remember which one hoverfish is. Tell the Guardian that Altera has gender neutral toilets. That'll do it. Yeah, it will do it, to be honest. I just have a cup of coffee on me. Forgot about that, to be honest. I'm just gonna drink that. Why does it make a chewing sound when I drink coffee? What do you mean? The piloting skill is amazing. I had so much problem getting the prawn into the Cyclops. It's difficult, but I worked out that what you need to do is stand directly under the hatch and then shoot up about halfway and then pause as the hatch opens and then shoot up the rest of the way, because you actually go up with the jet too quickly and you hit the bottom of the ship before the hitbox has actually changed to one that will bring you into the ship, even though visually the hatch is like half open, so you feel like you should be able to go inside. It's just all about strategizing. Maybe missing the pause, yeah, probably. I don't think you need it when you just have the normal jet. It's when I added the turbojet upgrade that I think I was started going too fast. But the other large part is just standing still directly underneath it. The momentum is really weird, so if you're like start going into the air while you're moving forwards, you're probably going to just shoot past it even if you're not moving that fast. I need that lead. I knew I was forgetting something.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I'm just going to take the whole thing, to be honest. Having a lot of lead's always good. I do like that it tells you the chemical, like the element name of these things. And then with things like kyanite, it tells you the full chemical formula. That's really nice. Alright, good work, Stephen. Right, position yourself underneath, go up, pause, go the rest of the way up. Should probably make a second locker at some point, to be honest. Right, so now, final thing. Am I correct?
Engine powering up.
I'm going to wait for this sound to finish. Am I correct in thinking that there isn't any way for me to get lubricant down here without having brought the creepvine cluster? Or is there some way that I've been missing? Yeah, you need creepvine from lubricant. Yeah. Okay, in that case I need to deconstruct my moon pool, because that's currently containing the only lubricant I have. And I don't want to go back upstairs
Powering down.
if I can avoid it. How are we doing on battery? 98, that's grand.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Turn you off. Right, deconstructing the moon pool is safe, isn't it? I don't need to take any upgrades out of this. I don't think. Grab these two batteries. I could plant them, I just can't be arsed going back upstairs is the thing. Need to remove the vehicle upgrade station. Okay, thank you. Okay, that is 3 titanium computer chip and copper wire. Yeah, it's just too much effort to go back to the surface, because in order to go back to the surface I need to go past the Leviathan in that cave, and I don't want to because it scares me. You're gonna keep needling me about the sea moth? Yeah, too bad. Honestly, the sea moth can't even come down to most of these places, it's too deep. I have the sea moth depth module Mark 3, and I'm pretty sure its maximum depth is 700 meters. And this is 100 meters deeper than that. Oh, it's 900? Okay, that's still gonna be useless at the lower habitat. It's still useless at the lower habitat. It makes no difference. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't need it for the Lost River. The Lost River is my safe space. I'm also going to take one of these back. Aerogel, magnetite. 5 titan. Titanite? I've suddenly gone into Dark Souls mode. 5 titanium. Brine does damage to it, so the bronze is a better option. Jesus. Nah, I don't need it. It's all good. I would rather gut my home instead of just going upstairs. Just going upstairs entails going past the terrifying Leviathan and rising about 700 meters. No, 750 meters, and my base is very near the surface. And going a significant distance laterally. Where's... Azure Canyon Edge is 1,000 meters away. That's my base. Leviathan wants a hug. However, unfortunately, my Cyclops cannot withstand a prolonged hug. Where is... That's Stegothur. Where's the other one? Surely Falls is there. I am going to the lava zone. What I'm gonna do here is I'm going to replace this moon pool with a corridor, I think. Joining these two so that I can... Why am I doing this? I can just put a hatch on the fucking scanner. Although the scanner's not going to be powered unless I do this actually, so yeah, I am going to do this. No, not there. Who said you could move? I won't need a new entrance. There's a hatch on... I've run out of titanium. There is a hatch on there. There we go. Now, that is considerably inefficient, but it still will do for now. Look at this big long corridor I've got to run through. And it's all functional. Now, remind myself of another thing, because obviously I'm going to be using a thermal generator. Aerogel is Gelsec Ruby. Okay. What do I want to do this stream? Establish a base in the lava zone. That's my main goal at the moment. Where am I looking? Further down. Gold titanium, as I thought. Yeah, magnetite, okay. Can't wait to see me explore a bit further into the lava zone. I'm gonna build a base in the lava zone and then never go any deeper in, just to be spiteful. No, I'm not gonna do that. That would be mean. Where's Ruby? You can never find it. Depends where you are. I can't remember where I first find it. There's some near Officer Keene, in sort of the caves around there. I am actually going to scan for some rubies and some more titanium and stuff, just to make sure I'm stocked on everything. There's also some in the Lost River over the walls. Where do I want to build? I'm going to build pretty near the entrance to the lava zone because I like having my bases near the entrance. The blood kelp area, yeah, thanks, Meshworks. Lots of rubies in the blood kelp area, lots of rubies in rubies in the Lost River. If I could talk
Systems online.
properly, it would help.
Engine powering up.
Engine powering up. Right, let's go. Okay, titanium there. Just gonna grab a little bit more and build a second locker. Last time I moved base, it was an accident. And I am now stuck down here without the resources I would like to have. This time, it's on purpose. And I'm gonna make sure I have a good amount of titanium. I'll be honest, that was a further drop than I anticipated, and I'm gonna need to bring the Cyclops down here. But that's fine. I've got to be near vehicle storage limit at this point, I'm sure. Surprisingly not. Huh. Right. You just wait a second, Stephen. Cyclops AI is named Quint. No, the Cyclops. Oh, the Cyclops, yeah, sorry. My brain was still on prawn suit. Quint, yeah. I'm not abandoning my prawn. I'm bringing the Cyclops down so that I can pick up the prawn. It's too high up. I don't think I do get the reference. With a name like Quint, the only place my brain goes is the Edge Chronicles, to be honest.
Engine
Which
powering down.
Oh, Jaws? I've not seen Jaws. It's not really my thing. Anti-shark propaganda, to be honest. Monster films are not really my thing generally, but it specifically has never appealed to me because I like sharks too much. Would be more acceptable if it was a tiger shark rather than a great white. They're actually aggressive. I need a quartz. I need a quartz. You'd be surprised what classic films I haven't seen or have seen and don't care for, to be honest. Where's Cyclops? Sire Cyclops. You're cussing out Nick as you try to drive past him. Dress Sai like he's your child. Yeah. I have seen and do like Star Wars, but I don't like it to the extent that other people do. Like, for me, Star Wars is like, yeah, it's good fun. I don't particularly think it's especially special. Which is probably heretical for a lot of people. But I do think it's good. Well, except for the modern trilogy. Modern trilogy's not good, in my opinion. But I don't think that's a hot take.
Engine powering up.
About classic USA Westerns, I've never cared for Westerns. The only Western that I have actually, like, watched that I can remember is not really a Western, but it's kind of like half a Western, which is the original Westworld film, which was fantastic. But yeah, generally the colonization flicks in which some gunmen go around shooting each other and shooting the native population is not my thing.
Engine powering down.
I'm gonna need a little bit of quartz here, so I'm gonna grab this too. Got some lead. I mean, with Westerns, it's not even British imperialism. Westerns are usually set after independence, so that's just full US imperialism, which, to be fair, is descended from British imperialism. I'll take the whole thing, why not? But I did think the original Westworld film was fantastic. It had a Western aesthetic, despite technically being a sci-fi horror. Of the ones you mentioned, in Earthly Ently of Coffee, I have seen Supernatural and Gravity Falls. I haven't seen all of Supernatural. It's very long. Gravity Falls is fantastic. Actual GOAT tier television. Supernatural is fun, but it's very long. What have I seen in the lava zone? I have seen the lava larva that suck my power away. I have seen some crimson rays in the distance, and I've seen some... What were they called? The lava lizard? Lava lizard. I've seen the lava lizards. And I thought I saw a red-looking warper, but it might have just been the mood lighting, so nobody tell me what's going on with that. Right, we can leave that quartz there. Next order of business, I'm just going to swim out and change my scanner to rubies, because I do want to have a few rubies. I'm going to need to take some gel sacks with me. I'm going to need to take some deep shrooms with me. Just a couple, just in case I want to grow them. Really, I would only need one, actually. Or one seed. Scanner, if you could start finding me some rubies instead, so I don't have to look for them, that would be much appreciated. I do have a sonar on my Cyclops. I almost never use it, to be honest. It was the communist warper. It gives you copies of Das Kapital and instructs you to rally the proletariat. That's my kind of guy. Okay, I want to make friends with this warper. I was gonna do something else and my brain has lost it. Oh, I've swum all the way back over here. I remembered what I wanted to do. I wanted to get gel sacks. I'm gonna get 3 seeds and also pick 1 because I don't want... Pick 1, thank you. Because I don't want to wait for it to grow. And grab some deep shrooms as well. See, this time I'm actually going to be prepared to move house. Where am I going to stick these? Yeah, just stick them in there. Why not? Let's just be continuously disorganized in our storage. Really need to make myself a bioreactor down here so that I can get rid of some of these excess seeds. Oh, I already had shell sac spores and deep shrooms in there. Well, that's fine. Even more excess seeds. Okay, let's go and find some of these rubies.
Engine powering up.
They are all over the shop. I'm going into a wall. It's fine. Not a problem. That was so loud, that made me jump. Also not a problem. No, I don't mean in the Cyclops, Garth. I mean just down here. I appreciate that was a bit vague the way I worded that. But yeah, I don't mean actually inside the Cyclops. Ruby. Ruby. Okay, those two are around next to the warpers, so I'm gonna grab these ones instead. But you weren't lying when you said they were next to geezers, Jesus. Let's grab that. What do I have in my codes and clues PDA tab? I'll have a look at that in a minute. That's more than enough rubies. That is the most intimidating, like, HUD for the least amount of damage in history. I think I've said it several times, but that did 0 damage to me the whole time that I was within range of those vents. Okay, that's enough for, I believe, 4 thermal reactors, and I'm not going to need that many thermal reactors. Codes and clues. Codes and clues. Codes and clues. Codes and clues. Where are codes and clues? Codes and clues. Whoop, I've clicked on the wrong one. This is what I have in codes and clues. And I've read through all of those at some point. That doesn't necessarily mean I remember their contents. Okay, we've got a shit ton of quartz. I'm still missing magnetite. I've only got 2 magnetite there. And 2 downstairs, which is enough for 2 thermal vents. I'd like a little more magnetite. Okay. We're nearly done here. We're nearly ready to go into the lava zone. Should reread the first one to refresh my memory? Yeah, I'll do that in a minute. Scan a room, if you could please. I'm actually gonna, while I'm doing this,
Engine powering down.
I'm gonna grab a couple of these and charge them while I'm waiting. 80, 100, 100. Okay, good. Oh, I probably want silver too. You just kind of need everything, don't you? Where is whale eels? It's gone out of my mind what I wanted. It was magnetite I wanted. There isn't any magnetite on this scanner room. That's an issue. I'd have enough for 2 thermal vents. I think there's lava in the lava zone. Oh shit, are you right? That could be dangerous. Give me some salt while you're at it. I'm just going to take all of that, to be honest. It's useful to have. Let's have a look here. Fuck it, let's have a look here. Power cell charger. Okay, that would take 2 rubies as well. And I have an advanced wiring kit, so I can build one of those down there. I don't need to deconstruct this one. That one's a lot easier to make. You just need copper and silver. Okay. Yeah, I am gonna get some silver before I go as well. In that case. Just gonna wait for this to be fully charged so I have as much power as possible. Because I know some of it's gonna get numbed and eaten. That means the same thing. 97. You're charging quickly. I shouldn't actually need that salt for anything, I don't think. I suppose unless I want to make bleach. What the fuck is bleach for? Have I got anything that bleach is used for? Disinfected water? That's not useful. Bleach makes water and that's basically it. Classic. Why drive when you can walk? That's so close to the classic Morrowind line. Why walk when you can ride?
Engine powering up.
We make a special trip just for you. Same low price. I've got to be careful, otherwise I'm just going to get into a complete loop of quoting Morrowind. That's going to be all I say for the rest of the stream. Since I have a marble melon farm, I don't really need the water filtration. I have it for salt, Garth. That's the only reason I have it.
Engine powering down.
That's not what I want. Oh yes, reread the pad thing, thank you. Nearly forgot about that. Scarlet King, thank you very much. Alien facility locations. Disease research facility, 800 meters, location, cave system with an extensive... Okay, yes, that's the one that I've been to. No, you're not being pushy, you're reminding me and I'm forgetting. Depth 1200 meters, thermal power facility. Extensive natural rock formation in an area of intense volcanic activity. Generate energy for all local facilities. Hey, I wonder if that's in the lava section. Could be. It's interesting that it doesn't refer to the enforcement platform. I find that slightly unusual, but there's probably a reason. Can I even get at this silver? Just about. Is that actually doing it? Yes, it is. Maybe the enforcement platform was just the friends we made along the way? You're implying we made friends along the way? All I made was enemies of the entirety of the local fauna. Actually, no, I did make 2 friends. Gary and Reginald. Oh, it's almost out of reach. Come on. That might be out of reach now. So again, watching someone play a game blind when you've already played it is certainly an experience. Oh yeah, I know. I've had that experience watching Hollow Knight playthroughs plenty of times. I got that from the translator background information and after interacting with the enforcement platform terminal. Okay. I didn't remember that, to be fair, but it does make sense. Thank you for the reminder. No, that makes more sense. That's kind of unreachable. Hold on, is this gonna do it? No, I think that's unreachable. It's fine, I've got enough silver anyway. I might be stuck. We're all good. So skilled for playing this blindfolded? Yeah, I know. I'm actually so good at this game. I've missed. I've missed again. Chat might have jumped the gun on praising my abilities of getting back in the Cyclops in the prawn suit. Okay, that is enough silver. Definitely enough silver. Didn't want to put that in there. In fact, I want to put this back in. Yeah. Okay, I think that is everything I want. I think I am now returning to the lava zone. Apologies if you can hear the vague sounds of someone vacuuming outside my room. That is currently happening.
Engine powering up.
Can you eat the vacuum? I mean, if you have the stomach to digest it. And if you can find it and get hold of it, then yeah. Right, I remember the entrance to the lava location being probably the most the darkest part of the game that I've been to so far, so it might become hard to see on the stream if YouTube does its stuff that it sometimes does with brightness. Please stop bashing into me. I don't want to kill you. You can't just swim right into me. Do a ping with the sonar? I'll do a ping with the sonar later. I don't, why would I do it now? I can see. I mean, sure. Activate sonar. Big tree. But actually I probably won't do one with it later anyway, because it does take up a lot of power. Am I going the right way? Yes, I am. Sure, it falls is there. Dagothur is actually interesting. I didn't realize that the lava place actually looped back. Have I scanned that tree? Yes, I have. Scanned that last time. I think just down here, warpers should start spawning very soon, but warpers are actually the less problematic of the indigenous life forms in this area. Never really thought I would say that about warpers. But actually the more problematic thing would be... Speaking of warpers... would be the little larva fuckers. Although to be fair... if the thing about only edible fish respawning is actually the case... then most of them might actually be gone. Please ignore the sounds. It's just a little turbulence. Right. That is too thin. I want to go through here, I think. Speaking of a lava, I said the words in the wrong order there. Think this is good. In between we go. I didn't hear a bump, so I don't think that bro is attached. Others likely soon will be, though. No hint of such attachment yet on the camera scan. Some famous last words of a few airline pilots, yeah. Everybody please sit tight, fasten your seatbelts. Right, that's the sound of people attaching, what we're gonna do. Where is my location? I have lost sight of Dagothur. Where the fuck is the beacon? Oh, it's there. Okay, it's 80 meters up. Okay, we're good, we're good. This is where we want to be. Throw on another one of those. Engine powering down. Save. And you know what we do at this point? We commit extreme violence. Hey. We destroy the local fauna. That one's a corpse, that one's alive. Okay, I don't want to get too close to other creatures. How am I doing for air? Not bad. What's going on? I'm murdering things. And by murdering things, I mean righteous destruction of the pests in this region. Okay. We're looking pretty... excuse me? I don't think so. The good part comes in here. If the information I've been given is correct and only edible things respawn, I wouldn't consider these things to be edible. So,
Emergency power only.
that would theoretically mean that once I kill them, they're gone. I am going to make this a barren wasteland devoid of life. Let's just put 2 in for now since I'm not doing anything wild here. Truly going to turn this place into Dagothur. Okay, marble melons, please. There we go, there's the first of them. I'm actually going to leave the power on. Prepare for thy demise. Cyclops makes a good lure, actually. I think that was the only one that was brave enough. Yeah. But my aim is so good today. Whenever fish glitch into your base for Cyclops, you usually end up adopting them. Usually they glitch back out again, so it's kind of difficult to do that.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Get trapped inside when you enter / exit the Cyclops, including with the prawn. That makes sense. Although that doesn't really make that much sense because when the prawn thing opens, it doesn't actually change the hitbox of the ship. It just basically activates a secondary hitbox that tells it if the prawn touches here, pull it back in. Like, that's why you still bump against the bottom when you're going back in. Besides that one lava larva that glitched into your Cyclops, you scanned it then stabbed it to death. Okay, the one that glitched into my Cyclops escaped. It glitched back out. Otherwise I would have stabbed it to death. Is there a reason I have the external Cyclops lights off? Save power. Also not sure how to turn them on. Oh, probably with that. Okay, that is staggeringly unhelpful, actually. Worst lights in existence. Let's do a little sonar here. Who's that? It's just a ray.
Engine powering up.
I'm gonna save here. This place is massive. Holy shit. My major concern is with regard to... I'm sorry, what's that doing on... What's that doing on my HUD? This is beyond the reach of my scanner room. What is that doing on my HUD? This is clearly well beyond the reach of my scanner room. I'm like 500 meters away. There's the lava lizard, which is the one concern. Because I kind of want to put my base near lava, because if I put a thermal reactor near lava, I'm going to get some absolutely goated levels of power. And like I said, I kind of want to put my base on the edge of the biome. I'm below it. I still think I should be too far down, but maybe I'm not. Lava lizard is distinctly not friend. I have read the scan of lava lizard. There's one glitching into the floor over there. I think I did kill a lava lizard last time I was here. Scan is wrong? Okay.
Engine powering down.
Right. What we're gonna do... Yeah, there's a lava lizard. I can see the movement of that one. What am I going to build first? Scanner room or moon pool? That's the real question. And where do I want to build them? Again, I'm going to build very near the entrance because I like doing that. I think I'm kind of going to build like down in this section. Kyanite. I think that's nickel. Another lava lizard there. I've actually not done any combat. No, that's a lie. I've done combat in my prawn, but it was against something that couldn't damage it. Let's see. I'm gonna build scanner room first because it's good in terms of base integrity. Shit, I don't have any lithium. Okay, I'm gonna have to use titanium on... Yeah, I assumed there probably were more entrances, but again, I don't really want to know anything about it. The other thing I need is the one table coral. Okay, that's scanner room. I'm gonna need to build foundations. So that, okay, it's good that I got that extra lead because I'm gonna need to build foundations to reinforce the hull strength because I didn't bring any lithium. I'm sure there probably is lithium down here somewhere, but right, where are we at? Warper rather there. Yeah, kind of if I grab like this section, that's close enough to like the lava that the thermal plant will send power. So if I just sort of build it, and that's right next to some deep mushrooms as well. Where the fuck is the scanner room? Who's making that noise? Probably just a friendly fellow. Can I not just build? Okay. Wait, hold on. Okay, and then moon pool out here. Yeah. Yeah. Can I get back into my fucking Cyclops? Okay. First things first. I do need to power it up. Well, first things first, I need a hatch. Hold on. Hold on, I need a hatch. Hatch is kind of necessary. One quartz, 2 titanium. Did anyone see what the hull strength was? I fully didn't read it. Oh wait, I'm gonna get it right now. 5.7, okay, yeah, I need the foundations before I can build the moon pool. Don't need the hatch, just drill my way in with my head. You know what, you're so right. Hold on a second, my door's come open in a breeze, I need to close it. Or possibly it was opened by a ghost, who knows? Could be either. Could be both. Right, foundation was 2 titanium, 2 lead per. You're bad, you opened it? Okay, yeah. No worries, it's all good. I don't mind. I mean, I do mind a little bit. Actually, I mind a lot. Actually, how dare you? If I just build this near, it's gonna improve the hull strength, isn't it? Yeah. Was an accident? Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Okay, that's kind of risky, but I think it's alright. Does anyone know what the hull strength negative of the moon pool is? Can anyone tell me? .5, you think? I'm getting wildly different answers here. It's very fun. Okay, I'm pushing my titanium stock a little bit here, but I'm gonna build one more foundation just to be absolutely safe. If I can find it. There it is. IRC means if I remember correctly.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Okay. Next thing we're looking at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1. That's what I need for a thermal reactor. We are gonna get close to the lava. Okay, how am I not burning? Okay, there we go. Holy shit. $70°C. That's good, that's good. Lava on this planet is significantly cooler than lava on Earth, it would seem. My gold is upstairs. And one more piece of titanium. There should be, yeah, in there. Should be close enough. Okay, this is sort of there-ish.
Power restored. All primary systems online. Welcome aboard, Captain.
Welcome aboard, Captain. We do have titanium down here. Excellent. We also have nickel, copper, crystalline sulfur, diamond, gold, kyanite, lead, ruby, shale, silver. That's just in the vicinity that I've been so far. Excellent stuff. The big minus is adding glass windows and machines attached to the walls. Yeah. The moon pool is still a pretty big minus. Okay, we're gonna set you to titanium. And we're gonna hope some pops up soon. That's over the ridge, but it's okay. I'm kind of pissed off that I left the silver running upstairs, because it's all over my screen, but we're fine. Moon pool is lead, lubricant, then the 2 titanium ingots. Sorry if everyone heard me crack my knuckles there. I've never really paid much consideration to what that sounds like over the stream. It's better fit, or I'm gonna be pissed off. There we go. It's minus 10.7. It is minus 10.7. Heard it through my walls, it was so scary, yeah. It would be scary up close. Don't know how long I plan on being here, but if I do end up staying a while or recharging power cells, you can put a solar panel on the base to easily raise the power capacity. Or I can just make lots and lots and lots of thermal plants. Where's that fucking lizard gone? Bro is still there. I want to grab that titanium, but I'm concerned that the lizard is going to come up and go off on me. Okay, let's get it. Lizard is friend if he leaves my prawn alone. If lizard touches Steven, lizard is going extinct.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
There might actually be a ton of stuff in my vehicle storage as it is. So let's just go and find out what that is. Watch that be a ton more titanium. No, it's silver. Silver and quartz, I remember now. Incredible that I had the forethought to bring this much silver and quartz, but not the forethought to bring fucking lithium. I knew I would forget one thing. Okay, that is enough titanium for another foundation, which is what I want. Because I don't like that just being on 1.1, that scares me. This is also a good thing to put planters on. Hello! Raresh? Hopefully that wasn't too butchered. Missed. Okay, calm down. Am I being attacked by a second one? Can't tell. Okay, that's a lot of health. That's a lot of health. That's a lot of health. I didn't expect that much health, to be honest.
Engine powering up.
Fuck are you doing there? Okay, he is there still.
Engine powering down.
Engine powering down. Expected less health. Lizard is not friend. I just said your name good. Okay, was it the first one or the second one that was good? I think the thermal blade doesn't damage them. You know what? That would make so much sense. That would actually make all of the sense in the world. How do I make murder weapon? Well, I can't damage them then, can I? Well, I can't damage them. I can't damage them. I don't have creepvine. That's a problem. That's a vast and unfortunate problem.
Engine powering up.
Hey, motherfucker. I can damage them. I can damage anything through the power of driving. Creepvine is haunting me this stream. It really is. Thermal knife doesn't hurt them, however, being hit with a car hurts them. As that one is able to attest if there is a fish afterlife.
Engine powering down.
Foe removed. Prawn suit does too, yeah, but I'm concerned that they can damage the prawn suit is the thing. I don't want Stephen to get hurt. You're eating the insulation in my walls? Canary, I live in Britain. The insulation's shit here anyway. Right, what do I want to do? Do I want to build another... I took all the titanium out of that? Okay, I don't know what ghosts are, so please tell me no more about that. Oh, that's right, I didn't mine the titanium. I was trying to think what's going on here. I fully didn't mine the titanium. Oh, speaking of. Who made that noise? Get out of here or I'll run you over. Oh, is you making that noise? Okay, fair enough. Fist fight lava lizards with your prawn. You haven't worked up the courage to go after leviathans though. I didn't realize the prawn was built like that. Bro's not even attacking me. Oh, bro is attacking me. He has a lot of health. He's not dead yet. Can you fucking get in my inventory, please? I'm begging you. Thank you. I mean, it didn't seem to be doing that much damage to him, I'll be real. Does the drill arm just do shit damage? Which arm does more damage? I have put that Cyclops in a bad spot, and I'm actually gonna put my prawn suit in my moon pool instead.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Drill arm more damage per second, but punch does more damage in general. Okay. Drill arm doesn't do more damage per second because they don't stay still, so punch definitely is better.
Captain,
Right.
all systems online. Engine powering up.
Where is he? Where is he gone? He's still around? I think he's skittered off. He's there. Tell you what does the most damage. That does the most damage. So mean. Bro literally attacked me unprovoked. What do you mean I'm being mean? He tried to destroy me. I kind of want to park my Cyclops actually over the reinforced foundation so that Steven will drop onto it.
Engine powering down.
Just give them both arms when you fight Leviathan in the prawn. I would never fight a Leviathan in the prawn. Steven lost too much. Steven lost 10% of his health just fighting that. And he didn't even kill it. I've fallen in the water.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I also do find it a bit unusual that my brain's gone. Hold on. I'll think of it. Yeah, I find it a bit unusual that you can't repair things while they're in the moon pool. I've always thought that's odd. Okay. With this titanium, what am I doing? Mollybrain.exe has failed. You think my brain runs on Windows? How dare you? How dare you? That's right, I need 2 rubies. No, just at all. Like, I can't use my repair tool on it. When it's in... I haven't been able to in the past. Where's my second wiring kit? That's wiring kit. I fully have not been able to. Like, I stopped putting things in the moon pool as much because I tried so many times and it didn't work. It's just very finicky. Okay, there you go. You see? It's very finicky. My point stands. Shouldn't be finicky. Power cell charger can go in the scanner room. Computer chip copper wire. Yeah, okay. Just above the upgrade panel for you usually. Okay, there's that. Then for this, we're looking at wiring kit, copper wire, titanium. Which is not an issue. And we're about to have a fully functional habitat with all of the basic necessary amenities. If you have the titanium wall lockers in the moon pool is good. I mean, I have all the lockers I need in my base. Yeah, but like, I don't need wall lockers. I have all the lockers I need. Lockers are more storage space. After my habitat is complete, am I going to explore this area? I'm certainly going to explore it a bit. I mean, the other thing is I don't really want to leave any materials in the habitat when I go. So that's another reason to keep all of my storage in my Cyclops. I want it with me so that I don't forget it. Because I'm very good at forgetting it. It's actually a pretty big place. I noticed the cavern is massive. Now the secondary problem is going to be... Yeah, it's fine at 99. I need to wait for these to recharge. But I am going to do something after I've put these on, which is going to very much help the power situation. Steven, I'm going to need you. Okay, see you soon. Enough to have coffee. I I do need to find a short form for that username. Fantastic as it is also a mouthful. Maybe just call you Coffee or Earthly Entity. Right, I need... Oh, look at that. Bet that generates so much thermal energy. I need kyanite. I don't want to know what the next step story-wise is, Garth. Discover it myself, thank you. Or like progression-wise. You're back. Anything exciting happen? I don't know exactly when you left. Can't remember the exact time. I don't think anything especially exciting happened. Did you leave before or after I finished making the base? The base is functional and it's recharging the power cells. I think that's the most that's happened since you've left. And now... I can unpin the recipes for the base for a start. If I can find them, there they are. Subnautica 2 has to have a bloody search function. It just has to. Next thing that I'm doing here... Where did I put my polyaniline? Honey? Where's my polyaniline? Where is my polyaniline? There it is. And let us acquire... You ate the polyaniline? I need 2 polyaniline. Honey, where's my polyaniline? I thought I had to. Maybe I didn't have the salt for it. Game, what is this? In what way is this helpful? In what way is this remotely helpful? Guess the inventory slot. I can't click on them because the door is in the way. It's not guess the inventory slot, it's just get wrecked. Okay, I think I'm gonna need to grow my mushrooms. Yeah. For some reason I have no polyaniline. You did eat it, didn't you? Initially I was thinking that was a joke, but that's just what happened. Alright, let's get some deep shrooms growing down here. I have 1 in storage, I need 3. Shouldn't take too long.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Have a couple more spores growing as well. There are deep shrooms right there. I don't need to wait for them to grow. And you know the funny thing about that is I specifically noted that and chose that base location because it was next to some natural deep shrooms. And I still forgot. Hydrochloric and then polyaniline requires the gold. And then the gold. Back, any updates? I found polyaniline. I initially couldn't find it, and then I found it, and now I have a Cyclops thermal reactor module. And that's going to be very useful in this area. It's going to be very useful indeed. Why the UI isn't just drawn above everything else remains an endless mystery. I think it's because of the way they animated it and the fact that it is actually like a PDA thing. So I think it's genuinely like a model PDA that your character actually holds up. Like I think if you went into 3D, I think you would see your character actually lift that up to their face. But it is a bit weird that the rest of it isn't just always drawn over the top. Now I can unpin that recipe. How am I on time? 15 minutes until I've been doing 3 hours. How am I until 6? 45 minutes. Okay, I've got a fair amount more time. Which direction should I go in? That's the real question. How am I on power? Power is 100. You love to see that. Let's get my extra power cells and battery from inside the base.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
You can view it when your shadow is visible. Oh, I didn't even think of that. I've never noticed my shadow, to be honest. Exploring time indeed. Just grabbing these little things. Why didn't I grab that one? There we go. Brain stopped for a second there. I do want to double check. Do I have blueprints for... I do. I could... no, I couldn't make that because I don't have lithium. Well, in that case, it's just exploring time.
Engine powering up.
Engine powering up. You can see the actual character if you view in a window while piloting a camera. Oh, I didn't even think about that. That's so smart. I'm gonna go left. Just because I'm left-handed, so it makes sense. You ate the lithium too? I thought you probably did. Just an absolute menace, in all honesty. Not left? Don't tell me not to go a place. I discover these things myself. Just kidding? Okay. For a second there I was thinking that you were indicating that there was a big Leviathan next. Left. Sorry, I took that a little too seriously. The sonar I'm going to use exclusively for detecting if there are Leviathans. Yeah, no worries. It's realizing that that's a joke, then it's fine. It didn't interpret it as one. I'm gonna commit a little. I'm gonna commit a cheeky little genocide here. If nobody minds too much. Okay, this one's kind of getting away. Not for long though. What else have we got down here? Stop bullying friends, they're not friends. They're quite simply not friends. Speaking of not friends, that bastard's gonna try and get on my ship. I'm sorry, this is endlessly fun. It's actually unbelievably fun. Oh, there's a lot of rubies there. Let's be real, the lava larvae deserve it. In my humble opinion. Rubies, more snacks, you need to stop eating all of the materials. Where do you think you're going? Where do you think you're going? But they're yummy. I do need them. I'll be honest, I thought that little exhaust pipe on the right there was a lava larva, which is why I turned the shield on. However, there is one. Is that a corpse? Nope. It's about to be. Surrounded by lava larva and actually went up in power. I love the thermal module. Sharing is caring, and I don't care. Okay, yeah, camera's in that direction. I think Molly has the highest skills in this game, hands down. I wouldn't go that far. I would say probably speedrunners have the highest skills in this game. But thank you. Oh, this is massive. You. I knew it. I knew it. And you're dead. Just gonna go down to the floor a bit here. I don't know exactly how near I need to be to lava to... I can't resist. I can't resist. I can't resist. I can't resist. Yeah, I don't know exactly how near I need to be to lava in order to get power. I might not even need to be next to the lava itself, to be honest. I've missed a whole lot of messages here. Crazy how loud of a thud it makes when you run into those slugs. Yeah, it's quite a lot. For health reasons, you advise against ingesting alkali metals underwater. For health reasons, I just kind of advise against ingesting alkali metals, like chunks of alkali metals. It's just sort of probably best not to. Oh my god. Hello, look at the size of that pillar. Get out of here. You're not wanted. Any temperature above 50 degrees in the words. You know what I was gonna say, don't you? I'm sure you know what I was gonna say. Get the fuck off my ship. That's an interesting little lava flow. Warper there. Yeah, you come along. You connect. No, you don't want to, do you? Now you're connected? Take that. Yeah, this biome is not that interesting so far. It's very impressive in terms of the scenery. But regarding everything else, it's just a bit kind of... It does have actually more than 2 creatures. It has like 4 creatures, but... broadly speaking, it's not that interesting. Yeah, I suppose technically the opposite of cool. Is that normal size? Yeah. That's normal sized, right? That's not massive. Oh Oh, will you fucking things piss off? The reason, I will be honest, the reason I'm putting in so much work to get rid of the lava larvae is because they are quite annoying. Like bugs on a windshield? Well, yeah, I mean, they are literally on a windshield. They're just not literally bugs. But they are bugging me, so there is that. Stop killing everything in sight. I'm not killing the warpers. I'm killing the things that zap my power. Because once I've got a lot of them attached, they do actually zap it at a faster rate than it recharges. Plenty of people in this chat have also played the game. I don't know if Meshworks is still here right now, but I think they've got like 800 hours or something. Hopefully not conflating. Someone has 800 hours. I think it's them. Hopefully not conflating memories there. You are here, yeah, okay. This guy is really managing to survive. Not anymore. Goes get like 15 hours and get bored as fuck. Well, I don't understand that at all, but to each their own. I don't understand how you could get bored of this game. Get over here! It's alive still. How are you alive? Oh, you cheeky little fucker. There we go. About 123 hours. Never played the game, but you've been silently watching its development since early access.
Seek fluid in
People who get bored ignored the story and don't read anything. I mean, I don't think the story is necessary to enjoy the game. I mean, I love the game and the story rather, but like I was invested in this game before I had much of an idea of the story. Scan everything, read nothing. I suppose that's kind of similar to people playing like Souls games and not reading item descriptions, but yeah, I don't understand how someone could play like that. But anyway, I think based on just the merits of the gameplay, I would practically never get bored of this game. You could get off me now? By the way, hello, Joe Patterson. I don't think I've seen you chat before. Welcome. Oh, you're above me. How dare you? Hate it when they're above me. Makes it more difficult to ram into them. Just isn't scary to you. If you want to play a survival game, you'd rather play Minecraft. Okay, I'll be honest. It's not that scary to me either. Like, some areas are scary in terms of, oh, if I like get destroyed here, you know, consequences for my save file. But I don't find it scary as in like horror game scary at all. But I still find it really fun. I heard someone say you could see, supposedly, when you have lava larvae attached. Oh yes, you can. There's glows on them. Very nice. Damn it, it's escaping. This probably isn't very interesting to watch, I realize, but for me this is the best strategy to make sure that I'm good on power, is just to eradicate a lot of the lava larvae. What game after this? Excellent question, I don't know. There's a few games in my backlog. In terms of style of games, like I want to play Lies of P, for example, but I don't want to have two Souls-likes going at the same time, so Lies of P will probably come after I finish Sekiro instead of after I finish Subnautica. This bastard is escaping me. So potentially, what else have I been wanting to play? I might play Celeste, although I'm terrible at platformers, so I don't know how that will go. At some point I will play Subnautica Below Zero. I don't know if I'll play it immediately after Subnautica, because I think it's probably kind of good to like separate them a little bit. Are we sure the lava larvae don't respawn? Because there seem to be infinite of them. I could play Minecraft. I haven't played Minecraft in ages. They do respawn? Okay. Someone said that only edible things respawn at some point. Well, I've already wasted a fair amount of time trying to genocide them. Let's see, I'm at 99% power. I'm just the goat. Let's have a look at this sonar. Okay, there's a big mountain. I'm gonna need you all to stop. Yeah, I've had very conflicting...
Detect an alien materials and a massive energy signature. Reading originates within the natural structure at the center of this chamber.
I'm gonna put my vehicle in reverse. I'm gonna put my vehicle in reverse. Yeah, I'm gonna put my vehicle in reverse. Just gonna back up a bit. Okay, good. Okay, I was partially scared into silence and partially attempting to read chat and listen to the voice line and pilot the vehicle all at the same time. It wasn't a especially successful endeavor. I've missed like 600 messages in chat, so I'm gonna read that for a minute. So a theory that explains the yellow blood. Humans use iron, horseshoe crabs use copper, and life on 4546b uses cobalt. Maybe, yeah. What do I think about this game? I love this game. This is one of my favorite games. Absolutely one of my favorite games so far. I mean, it was from like this third stream. Kind of looked like an oversized lava lizard, didn't it? Could be really mad missing her babies. Listen here. What it looked like to me was a sea dragon, and I don't think they're the same species. I think they're related species, but I don't think the lava lizards are her babies. And if they are, then I don't regret killing her babies. Interesting. Okay. How the fuck do I scan that? I'm not giving it a hug, Canary. Unfortunately, I'm very bad at directions. I feel like the stasis rifle probably wouldn't work. Yeah, I'm very bad at... Okay, that was your fault. I'm very bad at directional audio. So when it roars, I struggle to actually work out which direction it's coming from. Looking for potential ways in. It doesn't look like, in terms of idleness, it would be the fastest thing to traverse. So if I could determine that it was definitely on one side of the mountain, then I could get in through the other side. Okay, I'm gonna need you to stop that. Easier to see the entrance without sonar, yeah, but harder to see the sea dragon, as I'm just gonna call it. Because, to be honest, that's what it is. Don't need to scan it. Harder to see the sea dragon without it. And of the two, I have a higher priority of seeing the sea dragon. There's a skeleton. Canary, did you just, like, make another YouTube channel just for that joke? Crimson Ray, please be careful. I don't want to hurt you. Might be at a spot of bother. Might be in a spot of bother. Ugh. Ugh. My right monitor's gone off. Everything is going wrong. Hold on. I'm gonna return to base. For a number of reasons. 1, fear. 2, I don't have time for a full expedition left today. 3, one of my monitors is playing up. Sea dragon sniping me is crazy. Thing is, it wasn't sniping me, it was hunting. Pretty sure. Pretty certain it was hunting something else, because that did not hit me. But I definitely don't have time for a full expedition into Sea Dragon territory on this stream. That is certainly good to know that it's there, though. Let's position this. That's not how I position this. I'm trying to park neatly. This is good, this is good, this is good. At least you got to see my reaction to the sea dragon. I would say there was a small amount of anxiety. I would say. Pittance of anxiety, perhaps. Okay. That's fascinating. I wouldn't say you're ugly, Sea Dragon Leviathan. I would say you're actually beautiful in terms of like biology and life, but also slightly anxiety inducing. It's a very small amount of anxiety. Okay, let's have a look at the time here. Yes, only 15 minutes left, which isn't really enough time to do anything useful. Holy shit, my HUD. Right, last thing I'm gonna do on this stream is turn my fucking scanner room off.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I love how it just goes past the cave. There's a little bit of titanium down here. I can't turn off the other one without going back up, and I can't be arsed right now. Sadly, still no lithium down here. It's mainly the titanium that was the problem. There is quite a lot of silver too, to be fair.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Oh, yeah, right. I can just take the HUD chip off. I wonder if there's anything else I could replace it with, actually. Anything useful I could put in there that I have the recipe for, that is, not something that I haven't found. I think the compass might be the only sort of chip thing that I have for myself. It's ironic that once down here you find yourself running low on titanium. Well, you don't really if you just use your scanner room. But certainly the titanium can quickly run out. I still don't know for certain, or want to know for certain, exactly who the Ghost Leviathan is. I know who I assume it to be, but I haven't scanned that creature, so... Anyway. Yeah, that's all for today. This was a very fun stream. There was a lot of progress made, particularly with establishing a base and finally exploring the cube and discovering a giant dragon, which is fun. Yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Next Sekiro stream will most likely be Sunday. Next Subnautica stream will be, you know, one of the weekdays, probably Tuesday or Wednesday or something like that. For those who are new here, I stream both Subnautica and Sekiro. I stream Sekiro on the weekend and I stream Subnautica on a weekday, both once a week, and I usually start streaming about 2 to 2:30 p.m. UK time. And I'll drop a link to the Discord in chat for anyone who's not on it and wants to join. I ping the Discord every time I stream as well. Yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and hopefully I'll see you next time. And I'm probably going to disable the chat leaderboard for next time because it just kind of clutters a bit, especially at the beginning of the stream. But yeah. Bye bye.